everyone, this is Melinda from the European Pain Federation EFIC. I'm here today with one of the winners of the EFIC Advisability Alliance Grant on Education in Pain associated with osteoarthritis. Would you please introduce yourself?
Thank you. Good morning, Melinda. Thanks for asking me to come and talk. My name's Dr. Francine Toye, and I'm a qualitative researcher based at the Oxford University Hospitals NHS Foundation Trust in the UK. I originally studied archaeology and anthropology in Cambridge as an undergraduate, but I later qualified as a physiotherapist, so have become very interested in how people face illness on a day-to-day basis and to navigate the complexity of illness. So that's my background, really.
Wonderful. And could you briefly tell us about your project?
Of course, yes. So the project, our aim is to undertake a comprehensive synthesis, so a review of research qualitative research that's been published in the area of osteoarthritic pain. We want to understand what it's like to live with painful osteoarthritis so that synthesized knowledge can be used in pain education. Now, we also want to make this accessible through then an evidence-based film. And we've done this sort of thing in the past for other sorts of chronic pain and have found that it's really, really useful as an educational resource. And we'd like to also support that film with some learning resources that can be used. So it's a great opportunity for us to contribute to the work that we've already done that synthesises qualitative research. And if you don't mind me adding, for those of you who aren't so familiar with qualitative research, this is the sort of work that looks at people's experience of their condition through interviews or observation and learns from the sort of rich experiences that people have.
Thank you so much for telling us about it. So what results or outcomes have been achieved since you've started on this project?
Okay, thank you. So it's very early days in the project. We started in March. But we're on track, and we're meeting the deadlines that we've set ourselves, and have completed a comprehensive search of the literature already. So that's really great. We searched 4 bibliographic databases. We found thousands of titles. Qualitative researches are very big, usually searches. We whittled it down to about 500 abstracts. And we've closely looked at those and identified 139 qualitative studies that explore the experience of osteoarthritis. There's a lot of materials we looked at, and we're really pleased about that. We've started the next stage in doing an evidence synthesis of this type is then to extract the ideas out of those qualitative studies, which is quite a lengthy process. So we're up to about 40 of those studies that we've already extracted the data from. So we're in a really good position to get going with that.
So that would be the next step in your project?
Yes, the next step will be to extract the ideas from the studies. And you really do this by reading very closely, pulling out the ideas that the original authors have suggested, but also taking out the narrative, the actual words of the people that were interviewed in the original studies. And from there, you start to look at themes and ideas that cut across the studies. And that really gives you a good way to really get a deep insight into what it's like for people from all around the world. I mean, one of the things that's really struck me, and I can't give you the exact details of this yet, but it has struck me more than in perhaps other syntheses of the range of countries that these papers are coming from. So it is really giving us a nice insight into what osteoarthritic pain is for people around the world.
That's amazing. So that's one of the learnings of your project already. That's great.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Is there anything else you would like to share?
Let's have a think. Really, I mean, I'd like to say thanks for the opportunity for doing this. I mean, hopefully your viewers would also be interested in the work on chronic long-standing pain that we've done. Very large synthesis in these areas already, and I can give links to those if they're helpful. But we were really aware that we hadn't included osteoarthritis in that body of work, so this is really a fantastic opportunity for us to do that. and to make a film and to build some resources. So thank you would be what I'd like to say as well. I'd also just like to say that with a study this big, and this is a very large evidence synthesis of qualitative work, that it is a joint endeavour, and I'm speaking for my two co-authors, both Professors Karen Barker and Kate Sears, and we will also be working very closely with patient representatives in order to get those learning resources written clearly, and that they do resonate with the experiences of real people. We think that's really, really important for us to do. So we will be working alongside patient reps.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for the whole team. It sounds like a really great project. I wish you all the best, and thank you so much for taking the time talking to us about it.
Thank you very much, Melinda, and thank you to the funders for giving us the opportunity to do this. It's very exciting to be at the start of it.
Wonderful.